What's your wildest experience?
And if we're talking Trump and Trump voters, in 2020, right after the election, when Biden was finally announced the winner, I was in Wisconsin, and I remember telling to my editor, because of these experiences I had had, I've been talking to all these Trump voters along the way, going specifically to like MAGA places. In 2016, when Trump won, I joined all these Trump Facebook groups and prioritized them on my news feed so I would live in kind of Trumpness. And so I went and so I was telling him, I'm pretty sure a group of these people will not recognize Joe Biden as legitimate, that there's no way that they would actually see him as a legitimate president. So he was like, okay, follow up with some of them. And so I go down to Texas, and I'm with this family. I spend this day with this family. I go to their church. And I went to this county specifically because it had the biggest swing towards Trump in the country. And so I go to this church. I have spent this whole day with this church. And then at the end of the day, we start talking about BLM. And, at this point, they've been really kind to me. They brought me into their home. They made some food. They gave me some lemonade, all this stuff. But at this point, they also start talking about if these people come to their town, they're going to string them up. One of them said the N-word. And all of this stuff is happening. At the same time, the kindness existed 20 minutes before and existed 20 minutes after. And so what I remember about the print version of that story is you can't fully feel all of those things change, right? I included in the string 'em up quote, and that gets all this buzz and attention. And I remember kind of feeling bad for them because we had this whole day that really just got swallowed up in a very dramatic and bigoted thing that happened at the end. But that's why I liked audio, is because I thought, I don't have to choose. You can actually hear that whole interaction and you recognize the nuance and complexity much more without me picking and choosing. And so I don't want to act like I actually felt bad, but I felt like it did not fully represent my own experience there. And I wanted to be in a place that can more do that three-dimensional storytelling.